Okay, so I am here with my friend Alicia. She's going to explain her story and what the patches has done for her so far. Welcome, Alicia.
Hey, thank you, friend, for introducing me. I really appreciate it.
Yes.
So I know you introduced me to the patches for me, and we actually started using it on Lucky, but I have been too using them. And yes, it's like, if you listen to all the videos and everybody saying, you really don't feeling like anything in the place you put the patch. It's just a patch.
Yeah.
But using it, because I was skeptical at the beginning, I have to admit that.
Me too.
But using it is a whole body feeling. You feel something different in your body. Like I had over 20 surgeries. I had cancer 4 times. So with 20 surgeries and cancer treatment and all the junk that they give you, your body takes a toll. So I used to wake up with like generalized aches. Like you cannot pinpoint you like here or there. Like today was the back, tomorrow was the knee, then the other day were the legs, and the other leg was the whole body. Then it's a whole body ache. That is not like it's gone 100%, but has improved, I will say, 50 to 60. Some days it's like no existing.
Wow, that's great.
So
how long you been patching?
A month, pretty much.
Okay.
Almost a month. So, I say that that's a positive thing. Perfect, well, nothing is perfect, but it's better than taking ibuprofen or taking Tylenol. I'm allergic to ibuprofen and everything from the ibuprofen family. So Tylenol is the other option, but man, how much Tylenol can you take? Yeah. And Tylenol damages your liver. So it's an ongoing thing. And then of course they tell you, take all these supplements. Well, if you see my box of supplements, it's like a walking freaking pharmacy. But I have acid reflux. So it's limited the amount of supplements you can take with acid reflux, because then your acid reflux gets worse. So, it's like a vicious cycle kind of deal. So, well, I started using the X39 and the Eon. And I started putting the Eon mostly where my biggest pain was. I have damage in the nerves on my right arm. And yes, the chiropractor has adjusted, but the surgeon, they try always to say, oh, you need surgery on your neck, you need surgery on your shoulder, you need surgery on your in your hand. And I'm like, I'm so over surgery. So I started using the Eon patch on my in my arm. I would put it on my shoulder. There are different. I've been researching the different techniques for patching. You can combine the X39 with the Lifewave and the Eon, and you put the X39 and you put the Eon, and then you put the
wow, she uses the patches better than I do, because I only just put it on my neck and the Eon on my belly. So,
but if you research it separate, there are multiple ways to put it. Yes, you have the basic, let's put it, that you put your X39, and I have it right here right now.
The C7.
Yeah, right here. Yeah. And you can put your Eon here, but you can also alternate them. And you can put the Lifewave in is the clock method.
Yes.
So you put the 10 where the center of the pain, and then you start rotating. But one of the many videos that I found is that when you find where the ice patch settles the pain, you put the Ion and the X39
in between.
So like a cross.
Yes.
Let's say. And I haven't taken a muscle relaxant in a month.
Wow. Wow,
and
that's good.
I have sciatic pain. My arm is a mess. And so I as a cancer patient of 4 times, and I refuse to do chemo, my second, my third, and my fourth, they have done all the surgeries. I did chemo and radiation and experimental medications, the first one, and I said, never again. So you can do all the surgeries, but I'm not touching chemo. I do a lot of natural things. Teas and herbs and this is natural enough that doesn't messes with your stomach or doesn't messes with. I hate pills.
Yeah, these are non-transdermal, and that's like the biggest question I get is, nope, I got to follow what my doctor says. I'm not allowed to take anything, and these are non-transdermal. You're wearing literally a sticker that looks like a Band-Aid. It's, imagine it being a mirror, right? That is just reflecting back your own light to wake up your well, I gotta stay compliant. Your stem cells, they literally do wake up your stem cells. So how long were you patching before you started feeling the first feeling, like your first relief or changes? What was the first changes?
Probably 3 weeks, 2 weeks. In the 2 weeks I start feeling something different. I cannot tell you was my hand or was my arm. It's like a general body, like more comfortable, like
You weren't so achy.
yeah, exactly.
That's what I get from all of my friends or my family, and they're like, I don't know what it's doing, but I just know that I feel good.
Exactly.
And you just don't know.
When you have generalized pain and generalized inflammation, you feel heavy. You feel like, oh my God, I need to get up. And was lucky I had to bend multiple times through the day. So there
just doing this interview, we had to cut a few times to get on the floor.
I had to do squats pretty much 4 times, 5 times in a row because he takes 5 drops 4 times a day. So, and it's not like you can call him like you call a kid. It's whatever Mister decide to lay down, and sometimes it's between furniture. Here is me doing all these weird positions, and I used to screw up my back multiple times doing that, and my knees used to kill me. And I have a bone on bone. My big toe on my left foot is a bone on bone.
Wow.
So I have arthritis. That's a gift from chemotherapy and all the junk that they give you. So I have generalized arthritis, but my joints are feeling better. I'm not as achy, or it is 100% gone. No, but to me, to be able to bend and move and not having this constant pain and that every time I needed to kneel, I was like, oh my God, here we go again. So it's much better, yes.
Oh, that's great. What about your sleep?
My sleep, that is another of my messes. It has improved considerably. I have a lot of other worries. So sometimes falling asleep is like, I need to really calm my brain down. But I can stay asleep all night, or the majority of the night. And at least I don't wake up like, I used to wake up more tired than when I went to bed.
That's great. It means your body's actually resting.
I wake up, and sometimes I don't have a very long night of sleep because, my work requires sometimes they call me overnight, or I have things to do for work, or I have things to do for my family, and maybe I don't get 8 hours of sleep, but at least I'm waking up and I don't feel like I'm dragging during the whole day.
What is your line of work?
I work in IT.
So you're sitting
for a hospital system.
Yeah.
So, I sit a lot and I spend a lot of hours in front of a computer. So it is a brain and body.
So I brought you some samples of X49, and I learned that X49 is good too for not only for energy and, bone density and bone growth, muscle growth, and, for me it's energy. But I saw a few testimonials and a few of the professionals that when you're sitting a long time, if you got to be in a long plane, a long car ride, sitting a lot, your lymph system is still moving. So let me know how you like those.
I'm gonna try those for sure. But yeah. I didn't have X49, but I had the glutathione and the carnosine. So I had a long night.
Okay.
And I had to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, drive all the way to Daytona for a family thing, and then drive back on the same day. So I knew that was gonna be, and then the next day I had to drive again to Daytona. So I pretty much patch up myself with every single flipping patch that I had. I put the X39, the Eon, the glutathione, the carnosine. But man, I drove there 2 days in a row. But the second day that I drove there, I drove by myself. I was actually like, you're tired, but I was feeling way better than what I expected.
You weren't drained, because I know driving drains me.
Well, I had drive that same distance for when we did the tournament.
Yes.
And I used to be like useless.
Yes.
I worked the next day, so I was like,
Okay.
I was like, this thing actually.
Yes.
So I started to use them in the last week because I've been using them mostly for the dog.
Yes, the dog.
The dog, my fur
gosh.
baby.
I'm very hopeful. I'm very
He's my fur baby.
Yeah.
My other pig.
So what about are you ever anxious? You have like that brain chatter, like when you're trying to go to sleep, your mind, for me, when I started wearing the X39 and Eon together, I noticed that my brain, what is it called? Like when you're trying to go to sleep, your mind's racing and thoughts.
Yeah, your mind's, my brain does
like
that.
How is it?
I use the Eon at night.
Okay.
Because I kind of try how's the on during the day or at night, and works for me. I find out that the Eon. In my
and it's pronounced Eon, even though I have a lot of bilingual people. Eon es el Eon. The A is silent, but this one calms down the central nervous system. I like
to use them more at night.
All right.
Yes, and I don't know. So for me, it works better.
I've been using them in the day, so I'm gonna try doing that at night.
Yeah, I'm using the other ones during the day, and I use the Eon.
So we put the Eon patch on my daughter. She was starting to sound like congested and sniffly one night, and Liddy goes right there in the center. And the next morning, she's like, she was breathing like she was starting to feel Whenever somebody brings something to the karate dojo, we're like, put something on.
Listen, I have chronic migraines. And
that's another good one.
So I have chronic migraines, and I take a monthly shot for that thing.
Okay.
So I try to go brave.
Okay.
And not take my shot. So here I go. I delay. So I talk to my neurologist, and my neurologist go like, don't cut it cold turkey.
Okay.
Delay it. Start delaying it. So instead starting at the first of the month, move it down 3 days.
Okay.
And then move it down. So he's like, take it instead. I used to take it at the first of the month. He's like, well, if you want to wean out of it, start weaning out. It's not like you can remove it, but take it out and see how many days can you go. So, but you can't take it if you are in a full-blown migraine. You need to wait. So I'm like, I'm gonna brave it in. I'm gonna try it to wean it out because I hate it. That shit. It's hurt and burn like hell when you put it. So I'm like, I win it out, and I get the weather change, and here goes my migraine.
Pressure.
The pressure, and I had a migraine. I was like useless.
So you didn't take the shot?
I didn't take the shot.
Okay.
I was doing what he told me.
So what happened?
So I took my pill because I have a full-blown migraine. And man, that thing was not doing anything because
He warned you.
It was too late. So I grabbed my friend
Lifewave.
And I'm like, let's give it a try. So
this is the first time hearing this, guys. I'm blown away. Go ahead.
So I put my tan patch where the center of the pain and I start playing with the thing around.
You put the tan patch.
The tan patch where it hurts.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay. And I start moving it, and it's not working. And I'm like, what the heck? So I'm in so much pain, but I go in Google and start looking for other people's videos.
You're Googling with a migraine.
I'm Googling with a migraine. I'm crazy. Well,
Yeah.
I work in IT. You know how we
Yeah,
are.
we are crazy.
So I find a person that is talking about how he used the patches for migraines. So I put it on the opposite side.
Whoa.
He's like, put it on the opposite side. When the pain start going down, put them together. So when the pain start going down, I remove it from there and I put one on top of the other one. I fell asleep, girl.
Girl, so you put the white patch on top of the tan.
Uh-huh. After the pain, I put it on the opposite side.
Liddy, take note. And Sarah, listen to this. I'm gonna let you know.
And I put it on my other side. I put them on top and I fell asleep.
Wow.
When I woke up, I was fine. Then I put my shot because I did what the doctor told me.
You gotta space it out,
Yeah.
little by little. So is he gonna have you now, instead of like wait 3 days, then wait another 10 days until you eventually?
He's like, patient is your choice how much you want to deal. But if honestly, I don't like the idea of the shot. If you read the possible side effects,
No, yeah.
and that's my thing is like they give you all these freaking medications, and each
But
person.
are the side effects of skipping the shot worse than just like toughing it out? Like, is it a seizure? Like, what did they say happens if you don't take the shot? I'm not giving you medical advice.
No.
I want to know because I have a friend that actually gets the shot.
Each person is different, of course. Each body works different. What I find out when I skip the shot, my migraines are more often.
Okay.
Like my neurologist told me, it's like each person to their own.
Okay.
It's your body. You decide what works for you.
Right.
I honestly do not like the idea of taking a monthly shot.
Yeah.
And it's because it's everything that all those medications have, what they do is they mimic your pain. They cover your pain. So they don't really take it away. So I would love to do not. I can deal with my migraine here and there. You still get the migraines even with the shots.
Yeah.
But if I can do something else that doesn't require for me to get a shot, I will give it a try.
So so Gary spoke with Liddy. She gets the migraines and she started patching like me. Well, they sat on the counter for a week because I was skeptical and I was scared. Now I'm on fire for it. So Liddy started the patch and she went 4 full weeks without a migraine. So we did a 3-way call with Superman Gary. And yeah, he's awesome. I love him. I want his energy. And he said like glutathione, carnosine, like every other day, and it should be good for the migraines to stay at bay. But I know you're stretching them out for the dog. I need to stretch them out because there's 4 of us using glutathione, carnosine, because it's me, Liddy, her mom, her dad.
But
and, so.
What I was with that day I talked with Gary that I asked him, when I get glutathione, if I wear it all day, I realized that my stomach gets messed up. So I did what Gary told me, put it 2 hours, remove it.
Really? You got, so that's called the toxic, not
the detox.
The detox.
Yeah.
So what happened when you put it on? Which one?
The glutathione.
So what was your detox side effect on it? It's good to know because people are going to
you feel like a stomachache kind of deal. So but I did what he told me, increase my amount of water and electrolytes.
Yes.
Makes a huge difference.
Yes.
If I use the patches without drinking electrolyte and water, you can tell the difference. You feel much better when you drink a good amount of water.
Okay.
And if you do research, the more hydrated your body is, the much better it is for
I need to work on that myself.
Yeah, I know. So with the glutathione, I did what Gary told me. Put it 2-3 hours, remove it, stay, and then maybe put another 2 or 3 hours. So what I've been doing is I put it 2 or 3 hours, I take it off, and then put another 2 hours in the afternoon.
Okay.
And then I put it on.
Okay. All right.
So we are
because I've got a few friends and families that are using those patches. So
The
I'm
carnosine
gonna,
doesn't give me any side effects whatsoever.
I
Other than
started
makes
using
me-
it this week, and I'm telling you right now, I used it on Monday. I started a 21-day challenge for my fitness improvement, and I started wearing it here on the is this the sternum, like
Yeah.
the dip, and I felt like my stamina, like it did something. I'm
Well-
wearing it for other reasons, but they're like, go to the gym, put on the carnosine.
Well, because I have multiple surgeries, so I cannot necessarily put it in that area because
Okay.
I have a surge, where the incision of the surgery is. So what I did is
there's other spots in the book.
what if when I have listened to some of the podcasts for Lifewave, they said that you can put it inside your clothes. So I stick it to the inside of my shirt,
Oh, okay.
and that works fine.
All right. Okay. Wow. That's incredible.
But that
So-
day that I needed to be very, very awake, I used all of them, and I was very,
No.
very awake. I
Yeah.
was like on fire.
That's great. That's great. That's good to know. Anything else you can think of that you want to share? So you covered inflammation. You covered your sleep. What about your mental, focus?
I feel more calm. In general, I have, all the stress that I'm on
Yeah.
for other multiple reasons.
Yeah.
Life itself.
She just recently became empty nester.
Yeah, my kids in college.
So, mental focus, mental clarity, all that's.
It makes you easy to deal with the stress.
Yeah.
That you still have the stress because life is life, but at the same time you don't get that overwhelmed, foggy feeling that normally you get when you are overstressed.
Okay.
You still
Like
get
anxious,
stressed.
yeah.
That overwhelming anxiety that is like you sometimes feel like panicky. You don't get it,
Wow.
or I don't get it.
That's
I don't
great.
know about other people, but
Yeah,
me.
no. So 4 weeks and a lot of changes in 4 weeks, and in the first week is when you started really noticing something in the positive light happening, and you don't have to take medications for your pain.
I haven't
and
taken a pain medication in 3 weeks.
that is phenomenal because
I only took
that's
my
phenomenal.
migraine medication for 2 times, and normally I
great.
will take it once a week.
That is great.
But I haven't taken a muscle relaxant since I started the patches.
That is great. That is great. That all that stuff
Because
is
this is my
poison.
best friend for my back
Lifewave.
pain.
Everybody, my cousin Carrie, I sent her this. She lives in the middle of Florida, and I sent this to her, and she's like, I'm guarding this like gold. So she used it, and I didn't share the video because I didn't want to put her out there like that. She got her whole leg exposed, and she's like, oh my God, but this shit works. And I'm like, I asked her, I talked to her yesterday. We talked for a good 20 minutes, and she's like, no, I'm saving this for because I'm gonna interview her too when she's at the 4-week mark. She's only 2 weeks in, and she's experiencing major changes. And this here is the Icewave. This is,
I love this.
if
thing.
everything hurts, you're using your Eon with the X39 together. That's for me. But Icewave is hey, you got that shoulder pain. It's just
like localized pain.
like here or your knee. This is something you just save for a rainy day, or when is a rainy day.
Yes.
So, all right, guys. Well, I'm going to wrap it up. So, you know what to do. I was skeptical. Gary, Superman Gary, has been coming to my shop for...
You need to present Gary. I need to meet Gary.
Yeah,
I would love
we're
to
gonna
meet
we're gonna have lunch. We're supposed to go. We're gonna go hit a couple shops and get my allies. They're not my competition. My other CBD shops, because I think everybody needs to know about this. I've always known about stem cells, but it was nothing that it wasn't anything I could ever afford. I could use the stem cell shot on my hip. I am a candidate for surgery. Literally put me down, and I think you were there when I was doing a
yes,
drill.
Yes.
in karate, and all I was doing was a sparring drill. I wasn't even fighting anybody, and I hit the deck, and I was no good for a few weeks. I had to go see a surgeon, and I can sincerely tell you, I am in no pain whatsoever. Like, I'm telling you
How
right
long
now.
have you been patching?
I've been patching since, let me see, the 16th is when Gary walked through my door. We put in the order. He gave me some samples. They sat on my counter. My order arrived. It sat on my counter. Liddy used the patches. She was skeptical. So I want to say I started patching around the 27th.
And Gary's
The 27th of August. So they sat on my counter for a while. The first week, I was anxious. I'm like, is this normal? You know, I'm a nervous person, and I'm like, I don't feel anything. Like, this is crazy for me. I own a Kava Lounge, Kava Kratom Lounge, a CBD store. I drink Kratom 3-4 times a day. You saw me with those cans all the time.
all the time.
And Liddy too. And I'm like, babe, it's 9:00 at night, and I want to have a can of my little root beer, but not because I need it, because I like how it made me feel. But I'll be 11:00 at night and I haven't taken it, and it's because I don't need it. Where I would hurry up and eat breakfast so I can quickly drink my kratom, you know. And it was becoming another, just something else.
I was using a lot of muscle relaxant to sleep because my back and my sciatica was killing me. But
when do you go? So I'm going for my physical in December for my blood work. So that's going to be amazing. It's going to be a good 3-4 months that I've been patching. When I go in December, that's going to be a good.
My next blood work with my oncologist is probably like in 4 months.
All right, that's going to be a good numbers to look at.
Yeah.
So all right, well, I'm glad we did this. I'm going to do this once a month with my friends and family and anyone else that wants to share. You know what to do. Get with me. Don't be afraid, because it's there's nothing to regret, right? You know, what you're using now is not working. If you're using any pharmaceuticals, or if you're using any supplements, you're using them daily because they're not working for you. So imagine something that's non-transdermal. There's no medication. It's going to work for you. And remember, we're not here to treat, diagnose, or cure anything. This is literally your own light.
It's like a support system. I see it as an add-on. You know, like I said, each person, each body works different.
Yeah.
That's my experience.
Some people take longer. Some people take, you know.
If you listen to the majority of the reviews, people will tell you that 6 months to a year. And I know some, like I have talked to some of my friends, and most people are like, well, you know, I don't want to try something for 6 months. I'm like, but how long have you been taking Tylenol?
Yeah.
So,
and that's awful.
And it's very bad for your
and
liver.
Ibuprofen.
And all that stuff.
Yeah.
So, if this is how I see it, if I can try something that I can just need to stick it to me, or
you
my
don't have
clothes,
to ingest it,
and I don't have to ingest it exactly. In my mind,
Yeah.
it's completely worth it. So, if I can answer anybody's questions,
Yes,
or
absolutely.
anybody has questions, Eileen is wonderful. I will answer any of their questions. Any of your questions.
Listen, put me on the phone. If you're her friend and family and you have any questions, she can bother me anytime. She knows that we're gargoyles, we're night owls. Liddy and I are up late, and we've been up late. You know what's crazy? I shoot you not. So we're up late, and we would wake up late, right? And you know, we homeschool the girls. They go to a co-op, but since patching, Liddy can attest to this. I'm getting up as early as her, and it's like I'm just rested and I wake up.
But that's the same feeling I have. Like,
I wake up and I'm like, let's go. Like I'm not like
You're not
like
dragging.
trying to climb up out of bed, and like I was saying, and I did an interview with my Evolve team. They interviewed me 2 nights ago, and I'm like, I'm not hanging onto the dresser to stand up at night. In the morning, I just pop up out of bed and I'm ready to go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, anyways, I'm done. 30 minutes. We did this in 30. I was shooting for 30 minutes, and it's almost 30 minutes. See you guys. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.